it says I have an excellent connection. Okay, I don't understand exactly how this is working. I don't know if anybody's there yet. It does not seem like there's anybody there. All right, I'm going to go switch to the other scene here. And I'm going to switch to here. And I guess I can keep an eye on the chat there, and I can just sort of, whatever I'm going to do here. Yeah, I think I can do this. Oh, come on, Mr. Computer, don't be doing this to me today. There we go. Do I want to go that far forward? I think that I do. Oh, this is going to get aggravating, isn't it? Okay, yeah, that's the... Oh, it looks like there are comments coming in. Okay, let me switch back. Aloha, Sean. Let me get back over to here. Boink. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... what am I going to do? I'm going to just leave it alone for a moment. I'll just keep playing the Sokoban for a minute. If that's okay with you, Sean, I'm just going to keep doing that because, I mean, it's just me and you now. I mean, if you've got a question, chime in. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat thing over there. Here, let me go do this. I will make comment of... my keyboard's been giving me grief, man. It's this kind of wireless thing, and it seems to be dropping that connection to my computer in an intermittent, in a really annoying way. Anyway, hopefully that won't affect us too much here. I know I've done these, right? Because you can see I have previous solutions, but can I match my previously decent score? I think, all right, I think, does this make sense? I think, let's try this. I think, right, I'm going to go up here, push him in there, and then if I go this guy all the way back, or all the way to the left, I should say, and then I can, come on, I'm going to put him there. Now I'm going to push this guy here, right? Okay, yeah, there you go. What do you know? 70. All right. And I purposely chose this collection because I think they're not super hard. You know what I mean? So even if I can't keep getting a really good score, I could at least solve it. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what we're going to do here for the moment. Oh, goodness. So I don't have the high score on this one. Which is fine. I don't have the high score on most of these, really. I'm not as good at this game as I am some of the others. Duckbill, am I into history? Kinda. I mean, I don't really, you know, I watch more history documentaries than I read history books, if that gives you an idea. But there's a lot of people that do short, interesting little history things here on YouTube, right? None of the names are coming to my mind right now, but they basically just kind of pop into my feed now and again, and I'll just watch them. There's this one guy, what's his channel? It's something like history something civilis. I think it's Latin for, like history of civilization or something like that. And he does things that I've watched. One of them is called, I think it's called The Longest Year in History or something like that. And it's a Roman history thing, and it's around, I don't remember which year it is, but it's down to the calendar thing, because there's calendar issues that, and Caesar's the guy that solved that with these Egyptian guys and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, so I like I can kind of half-assedly remember stuff, but yeah, so I'm vaguely, in a very casual, curious sense, into history, but that's about it. uh, What am I doing here? Clearly, we want to put this guy, or do we? Yeah, this guy, because everything else can just come straight down, can't it? Hey, Space Cowboy, how you doing, man? Is wrestling season over, or are you still going? Okay, what am I doing here? I think, well, this is probably not going to be the best score, but let's see what we can. Oh, come on, keyboard, don't be doing this to me right now. There we go. Yeah, this is not going to be the best one. I can already see I've got stuff that's not going to be that great. Okay, I think I want to go like this. Yeah, this is. Yeah, see, that's a. I didn't even match my own crummy score. Okay, maybe I'll play one more of these, and then I'll start using the paintbrush on the microphone or something. Because it seems like we have 8 people watching. Hello, all 8 of you. How's it going? And for those of you who like the whisper, I'll throw in a little bit of that. Another little bit of whisper. Oh, how was the sound today? Because a couple of people said that they didn't. Some people thought it was quiet, other people thought it was good. And I was thinking maybe it was me just being not paying attention to my own dynamics of my own voice. Hey, Calvin, how's it going? Oh, so I'm sorry, Space Cowboy, I missed that last comment. So it's your last week. So this week is your last week, I guess, yeah? Are you guys doing any kind of tournament type stuff, or is it just like, you just do the season and then it ends or whatever? Hey, Mario Ramirez Arazola. I hope I said that even close to right. I'm not always the best with names that aren't, in my native tongue. I mean, I can sometimes do okay with Germanic names, but yeah. I'm going to put, oh, you know what I need to do? Haha. All right, let's get to here. Let me go back to OBS. Let me go to this guy here. All right. I'm not sure what to think. Maybe it's just that the thing here is hung up. Okay, Space Cowboy says, yeah, season just ends, unfortunately. Okay. Are you guys still there? Because at this end, it seems like it might be screwing up. Did it like freeze or something on you guys? I don't know. I guess I will just keep going along as I need to go along here. So let me get back over here to the OBS guy. And I'm going to switch out of this thing into this thing. I'll get good at doing this sooner or later. You know what I mean? Here, my mouth's getting dry again. Okay. What was I going to do? I was going to do a little bit of brushing. This seemed to go over pretty well last night, so do a little bit tonight. this is my left-hand microphone, but I'm sure that you guys see it on your right-hand side. Alright, it's all perspective, yeah? So this is the left-hand microphone for me, right-hand microphone for you, but now I'm going to brush the other one over here. This seemed to be kind of a popular thing yesterday, for me to try to do this, which is weird. I don't know why I find it so awkward. But it is kind of weirdly awkward. Alright, let's go back over here and let's see if I can do it this way without being too ridiculously awkward. I mean, I kind of feel like it's like one of those pat your head, rub your stomach, or is it the other way around? Rub your head and pat your stomach. I can't remember. Oops, is that alright? Seems like I kind of bumped the mic there a little bit. Let's try doing it this way. Okay, more brushing of the microphones, I guess. Oops, sit up straight, Bill. Don't slouch so much. Okay, what do we have? Hey, Shannon. Wow, cool. Well, if you don't normally, it's okay to do it now, right? Welcome. I'm glad you could make it this time. Let's see, I think. Oh, you think face brushing is more awkward? I don't. Yeah, I'm not comfortable doing the face brushing. That just seems weird to me. That's just my own personal weird little thing. But I like doing the mic thing, and I like listening to it too. It's actually cool on the real world side of things, right? You just hear the brush going against the little wire things on this microphone. It sounds kind of cool. But then it also sounds cool, I think, in the headphones. If you can get a good, volume level to match your triggery, tingly nonsense that, I believe is all pretty personal for all of us, really. Okay. Let's go do this guy a little bit more, huh? How was everybody's holidays? Mine were good. I spent it with family. A little bit of minor gift exchange, but mostly it was just hanging out with family and having meals together, playing games together. My one niece is very enthusiastic about board games, so she has quite a collection, and we often will play those as a family. She's got a couple of versions of Clue, I think. What's this game that we got? She's got this year for Christmas that I picked up for her was, I think it's called Zombie Cats. It's a part of this, kind of an offshoot of this thing that's called Exploding Cats or something like that. It was interesting. Also Cards Against Humanity, stuff like that. She likes that kind of thing. Anyway, so we played a lot of that. Okay. See what I've got. Looks like I've got. Okay, there's Calvin. I already did that. Exploding Kittens. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the basic version of Exploding Kittens. I just played the zombie one that we got just this Christmas. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Um, I want to try playing the original one too, though, just because it seems pretty incredible. Yeah, the zombie one has this thing where you can bring people back from the dead. Like, so if you get killed, you're not really out of the game necessarily. It's like there's a weird extra kind of shifty of the layer rules or whatever. It's kind of interesting. But again, I'm not 100% sure how the difference works because I haven't played Exploding Kittens, just the zombie version. But um, but it's fun. I like doing stuff like that, playing games with the kids. Although none of them are kids anymore. My youngest nephew is 19. He's going to be 20 soon. Wow. And to think just a short while ago he was a kid. But they seem to tolerate Uncle Bill reasonably well, so, yay. Good for me, I guess, yeah. Okay, after this, I think I'm going to go do a little bit of card case tapping. I might do a little, I don't know what you call it, a little riffy, noisy thing. Ripply noise, I don't know what you call it. I'm sure there's a name for it. Actually, I know there is, just because card people have, those guys especially that do all the hand tricks and whatnot. Okay. There's this annoying thing. So, like, Shannon has a comment that's showing up on the thing, but there's this weird little bit of graphic nonsense on my thing that covers up, so I can only see, like, part of it. It's like, dude, it's frustrating. Okay, here we go. Your family played games too. Oh, Scrabble. Yeah, I'm not very good at Scrabble. I mean, the octortal type games, whatever, I don't really have that good of a vocabulary. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like Scrabble is, I don't know, you need to know kind of weird, cool, obscure words, especially if you want to use the P's, or not the P's, but the Q's and the X's and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm going to put these, I don't want to riff them yet just yet. Let's just do the tapping on the box for now. How about that? Let's see. Do I like games like chess? Okay, when I was a kid, my dad taught me to play Go, and so I like games like Go or Othello, stuff like that. I never really got the chess bug. I mean, I've played it, I have played it. I am not terribly good at it. I guess I'm better than the worst player. You know what I mean? But I'm not very good at chess. But partially just because it just doesn't grab me. I see how some of my friends have gotten into it. It's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't have this. It just doesn't appeal to me in that regard. Are you a chess human, Duckbill? Do you play chess, or do you observe chess? Do you compete? I mean, there's well, I think every major city has those parks, right? But over in San Francisco, there's those parks for these old guys. It's well, there's other people too, but it's a lot of times old guys just sitting there all day and playing chess. Well, I don't know that they're there all day, you know what I mean? But that's the impression you get when you walk by and you see these guys sitting there, and they're all very quietly, and they have their little clocks and stuff. How do you do in the tournament, Stuckbill? If you don't mind my asking. I mean, if you're not, if you're not comfortable, talking about your, whatever. I don't want to put you on the spot, I guess is what I'm trying to say. More card tapping, more mic brushing. I don't know, maybe I'll go play some more of the Sokoban. So we'll switch that to that. Let me do that to that so I can see what's going on over there, and I can kind of, yeah, let's just do that like that, and I can do this here like this. And I can see the, yeah, I think this is more or less going to work. Okay. You know, I think this one is one of these things that's super deceptively easy. I think. So I don't want to push that one next to that one. So let's just come over here. Oh, come on, keyboard. There we go. All right, I think I want to go like this. No. I don't think I want to go like that, or do I? Maybe I do. Yeah, just go in there like that, I guess. Alright, I need to move this guy over. Come on up. This one's got to go out of the way. Okay. Hey, what do you know? I redid my good score. All right. Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I want you guys to let me know what this is about, okay? I don't know how this is going to play for you. There's some ads that are about to happen here. Because YouTube wants me to do this weird, they want ads on live streams. So either they control it or I control it. And right now I have it on the recommended setting, which I guess they're going to do. You know, hang on, let me go back to OBS here for a minute because I don't want to be playing the game for a minute. I want to let's go back to here. So it's just me talking to you guys. So I don't even know how this is going to look. So it looks like here, you know, like in 15 seconds or so, there's going to be ads for some of you. I don't know how that works. I guess some of you maybe have premium and so you don't get ads. And I wonder, does it like, well, we'll find out here. Some ads are about to happen. And now. Okay, so there's some ads being inserted. So I'm curious to see, does it just buffer you so you're lagging a little behind live? Or does it just drop out part of the programming? And then, so you know what I mean? I'm unsure of how that works. So tell me what your experience of it was. I need to figure out how to make this work. Because I want the experience to be good for you guys, but YouTube's going to like, yeah, let's put ads, man. So do I just let YouTube do it like this just happened and just kind of let them do what they do? I mean, that's what they want to do, right? That's what makes them happiest. So do I, you know, just appease the YouTube gods for the moment and let them do what they want to do? You know, for the sake of my, you know, being treated nicely by the algorithm, or should I, you know, try to figure, I don't know, I'm not sure what to do. So let me know how it was for you guys seeing an ad in a live stream. Was it too disruptive? Because, man, this is ASMR. That's the thing that bugs me about it. I need to figure out how to make this work. Maybe I can, you know, I think there's a way I can just unmonetize these. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I mean, it's better for me if it's monetized, right? But let me, how it brought you back. How bad was it, right? Should I unmonetize these and just eat it? You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, for the algorithm and whatever, it's best if I leave it on and let YouTube do their thing. But man, I'm leery of letting them ruin my show, as so to speak. You know what I mean? And if it's really bad for you guys, I'd rather just not monetize it. I'd rather just turn all that off. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal for me to spend a little bit of time with you guys, you know? Anyway, I don't know. I'll think about it. If anybody wants to chime in, let me know. Or if you feel it's too complicated to do now, you could always, you know, message me, you know, via Facebook or something like that if you have a lot to type about it or something. Okay, so it was showing you the skippable videos. Okay, Brian. All right. So again, how was it horrible? I mean, see, I would think it would be intrusive. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not even being very ASMR right now, am I? I'm kind of, what's going on? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. guess I'll just sort of let it be as is until you guys say, that sucks, Bill, please change it. I mean, I guess that's what I'll do. Well, Jay's on my feet. There should be the YouTube thank you button should be turned on my videos. It's supposed to be turned on everything. I don't think it says buy me a cup of coffee. I think it just says thank you or something like that. I'll have to go double check that in some way. I don't know. Well, I mean, just tell me, is there no thank you button underneath the little spot for that? I mean, not that I'm telling you to push the button. Don't push the button. I'm not telling you to push the button. I just want to know that it exists, because it's supposed to be there for all the videos, just in case somebody gets super generous or whatever. Anyway, so I thought I had that set on sort of a weird. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's the thing. So I don't want to get too oppressive about. I mean, I realize I'm trying to turn this into something that will make me some money, but I like the idea that it needs to be sort of a value for value thing, right? I like the idea of putting out the stuff and having a lot of people maybe just give me $1, right? So that, all those $1 will just add up. You know what I mean? If I had 100,000 people willing to give me $1 a year, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess that's a lot of people, but I see people who have, subscriber lists that are, like 1 million long, right? So if I could, between my 2 channels, get 1 million subscribers, and then 10% of those people give me $1 a year, you know what I mean? That doesn't seem outside of the realm of fantasy, or outside of the realm of realistic. It doesn't seem that it has to exist only in fantasy. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it be. Maybe I could do. I wonder, I'll have to look into this on my own. I'm wondering if maybe I can unmonetize it as far as ads, but leave the $sign thing on. Maybe I'd do it that way. And then, frankly, I'd be willing to turn off the $sign too, whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that. For now, I'm just going to leave it as is. Well, obviously, this stream's already happening. I don't even know how I can change it in the middle of a stream. I don't know if they like you doing that, or that would screw things up. I'm not going to bother. But so I'm just going to leave it as is with the, appeasing the YouTube algorithms for the moment. I'll probably even do it that way going into next time's live streams. And if you guys find it horrible, tell me, and then I'll fix it to change it for the next time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, because the only reason I'm kind of I want to play the YouTube algorithm with this is because since I've been doing the live streams, it seems that helps me, grow. You know what I mean? Which I like the idea of. I mean, there's only 10 of you here now, but there has been 59 views. So at least people are poking in, That's better than 0, And I think over time, I don't know, I think I have some kind of weird eccentric appeal, that, I collect up people that seem to be interested in the nonsense I have to say. So, yeah, anyway, let's get back into trying to do more. I tend to have a tendency to go and just, babble. I used to get in trouble at school for that all the time. Anyway. So let's calm back down. Get back into brushing the mics. Here, let me sit up straight again. Maybe do a little bit of whispering over here. A little bit of whisper as I brush into the mic. And do like this. And then I'll keep whispering over here. But I will brush over here, right? Maybe I can do it this way and I can look at the monitor. And I find it so awkward to try to move while I'm watching myself in a camera. You know what I mean? It's like, it's because it's not like a mirror, right? It screws with my head in some weird way. So we'll do it this way again, like this. I'll go to this side. Kind of switch the brushing and the whispering a little bit. I don't think I'm as graceful with my left hand as I am with my right, but yeah, we'll see how that goes for a minute. Oh, there's a couple more comments. All right, I'll come catch those in just a sec. Let me just do a little bit more brushing right here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Louis Martini says, hi, hugs from Brazil. Hi, back to you, and hugs from California. And there we go. And Rita says, hey, friend, nice to see you. I hope you're well. I am doing reasonably well. How are you? How are both of you guys? You're the new arrivals. Yeah, how many people are in the Western Hemisphere in a similar time zone to me? And then how many people are like Europe, Asia? Because I'm wondering if I should tinker more with the time frames I'm doing, or should I just leave it as is? I'm wondering if I have the best dialed in thing. But, you know. Turn up the gain slightly. Okay, let me see what I can do. How's that? Has that changed anything at all? I think probably what I really need to do is just be more disciplined about how I deal with the dynamics of my voice itself. Mostly because the gain setting I have on the interface seems to be a good setting, and most people seem to think it's reasonably well. So, however, if a lot of people complain and say, hey, Bill, blah, blah, then I will do it. But I have software-wise bumped the gain just a touch. But I don't really want to go deal with the preamps if I don't have to, just because they seem to be like in a good spot that's useful for, like, I haven't really had to change it for mics for anything that I've done recording with. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, I think this is a good setting for these mics and that interface. Anyway, so there you go. So Brian Central, Wilf 1673 is Eastern, Shannon's Eastern. It's been chilly up in Scotland. Well, of course, it's it's the winter time. I'm sorry, I don't mean to just burst out laughing like that, but yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that you were sick. Are you coming out of it? Are you getting better? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad that worked for you, Sam. Good. Okay, so I have to make sure that I bump it a touch in the software, leave the preamps alone. Yippee-yay. Okay. You see, over time, I'm going to get good at this. Holy mackerel. Don't get old, man. That's just not good. Let's smoke, Kiff. Well, man, currently I'm smoking nothing. Sorry, I just kind of took it seriously over a second. But actually, the other day I was thinking, because I have been doing a little bit better on YouTube as far as the money coming in thing, which is good, right? But here's the deal. It's like, I was like, ooh, I have a little bit more money, and I've been broke for so long that when I've gotten a little bit of money, I tend to spend at least a little bit of over on cannabis. Like, ooh, goody, I can buy some cannabis. Yippee-yay. I mean, I like smoking weed. However, a whole mess of things happened, but kind of put me in a bad mood and a whole mess of other things. But then I was thinking, as I've been making a little bit more money, I've been spending a little bit more on weed rather than other things. And I've looked back over the past few months, and I was like, if I just gave up weed for a while, I could have had a new audio interface by now. Yikes. So I'm going to give up weed for a while. You know what I mean? So I can get some equipment. Before I get an audio interface, I want to get a new webcam. Yeah, stuff like that. I need to, now that it's actually starting to bring in a little bit of money, I need to start, well, dude, treat it like a business, man. If I want it to work, then I need to make it work. Otherwise, I have to, as soon as my back gets healthy, if I can't make this work, then I need to do something else. So I'd rather do this, frankly. And I need to get my back healthy by the end of this year, just because it's been taking me too long, and I don't know what, whatever. That's my own problem, but I'll deal with all that. But I think you might be right on the reverse thing, man. You're absolutely right. I just looked over there, and I have when I plugged the cables in, I wasn't paying attention, and I just picked them up and plugged them in, which one was closest to which hole, and I didn't. Yeah, so sorry, gang. I have this one flipped around backwards. Yikes. If you guys are okay with it, I don't want to pause the stream and go switch the cables or move the mics around or anything like that. And I don't know of a quick. Give me one quick thing here. Maybe I can do one thing here. Let me look at advanced stuff here. Can I? No, there's no audio flip. I'll have to do that in post. I'm not going to bother with that. So I'll just. What I will do is I will just apologize for the goof up, gang, and I'll try to remember to. Let's see. I got to make myself a little checklist so that this stuff can fly more, seamlessly. Okay, Alfie, hello. Yeah, you're right. A healthy back is absolutely what you need to support yourself. And I don't know if you watch my stuff enough to know, but I have degenerative disc disease. And yeah, at first it was just bad, and then it's just gotten worse. I've lost more than an inch of height, which just sucks. But mostly what it means is I haven't been able to figure out how to do things and be consistent and reliable. You know what I mean? I try to do things. I try to be helpful and do things around the house as needed and that kind of thing, and function in my life. But it doesn't take much for me to screw myself up and become incapacitated. And I need to be able to be more resilient than that. So I'm trying to work on that. That's the comment about the healthy back. So start trying to get more, hardcore about doing exercise. Once upon a time, I was pretty into, pretty rigorous about doing some body weight exercises, things, and I think I need to get back into that because that's, core exercises out of body weight are a really good thing, and I think I can do, what is it, the rectus peni or something like that, of the muscles I'm thinking along either side of the spine is a good place for me to start. And of course, otherwise, just overall back health, but I need to get back into it. Just if I can't do that, then, anyway, that's my theory. Okay, so we're just a little past halfway. Oh, if I hadn't made the announcement yet, whatever, I'm going to start timing these because otherwise I have a tendency to overrun and then my back hates me tomorrow and that kind of thing. So I've decided if I just do them all for an hour, I'm going to shoot for that for the moment. And if I have no, we'll just see how that goes. I might change it. I reserve the right to change my mind about anything at any moment. Yeah. Okay, let's do a little bit more brushing. Man, see, now I'm really aware that I got these backwards. Man, sorry about that, guys. I hope it's not too disorienting to the place that it's uncomfortable or something like that. I know sometimes that kind of thing can just be infuriating. Rita, I have undergone physical therapy for it. Mostly, because I have done, but I don't have any available to me anymore at the moment. But when I did do it, they did give me exercises to do that were mostly about mobility exercises, which I need to. I always kind of get lazy and don't do them as much as I should, and I need to get back into doing that. More as well as doing the other stuff, but as well as doing the mobility exercises, I need to bring in some strength exercises, I believe, to help my back out better. But yes, so I guess the short answer is I've done some physical therapy, but not being a wealthy man, I have to get what I can get. That's that. Ben, well, hello back to you. Let's go back over here, I guess, for a little while. some cards, and then maybe I'll go play a little bit more Sokoban. How are you guys with the weird little variety of nonsense I've kind of been doing with my, the brush, the cards, playing the Sokoban? To me, that just sort of seems like a natural collection of things for me to do on these kinds of things. And of course, I will obviously get distracted and put into tangents and whatever on various questions that happen, and who knows what kind of weird wandering nonsense I might talk about. But yeah. Hey, how many of you guys use Discord? It has been suggested to me by a couple of different people, both in the fleshy world out here and online, that Discord might be a good thing for me to do to kind of but I kind of went and signed up for it, but I haven't really spent any time there yet. Some people have said that I should be wary of it because it's very toxic. Other people have said that that's just dependent upon where you are, and you know what I mean. Let me sit up straight. I don't know, what do you guys think about it? I mean, if nobody's into it, then I'm not going to go make the effort. But if a lot of you guys use it and you think you'd be into it, I might do that. I don't know. I'm kind of just thinking, whatever, just to see what's what. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's the thing, huh? It's like, here's the deal. Like, tell me if you do this, because I do this. I'll do them for a while, and I'll get really good at it, and then I'll start to feel good. You know what I mean? And then since I feel good, I don't notice the discomfort, and then I kind of don't do it because I felt okay. And then it's like, oh crap, I didn't do the exercise, so now I don't. You know what I mean? It's like this weird back and forth. Okay, so one reasonably positive vote from Rita on the Discord. I put the phone behind you and turn your head around. Right on, man. Okay, so maybe it's, so if it's toxic, if it's community based as far as the toxicity, then maybe I should go in and see. Is there an ASMR community already on there? I think maybe I just don't use it because I'm part of it is I'm a curmudgeon and I just don't do much social stuff as an old man anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's the truth of it. I mean, I only really use Facebook. I mean, I'm trying to get better at using Facebook because of this, but otherwise I use it because I can do like video chats for free with my friends who don't live in the United States. Or even if they live in the United States, I mean, most of my friends don't live where I live. Like some people live in Southern California, some people live internationally, Yeah, see, there you go, Rita. We both need that. All right, so I will encourage you right now. Rita, do your exercises, okay, Rita? Do your exercises. And I will do mine too. Holy mackerel. Okay, let's get out the card box. Yeah, I'm going to take out the cards for a minute and just do... So anyway, I will keep you guys posted on the Discord thing. I will try to look into it between now and next month, and maybe I'll have some more. Either I'll have one by then, or I'll have some kind of update about information on it, or something like that. And if anybody has any advice and you want to, send me a message thing or whatever, because it's too long to put here again, that's fine. I don't mind getting messages from people, Now, having said that, I don't want an avalanche. Yeah, Ben, you could check that out. Yeah, let us know. You could be our reconnaissance agent, man. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try. I don't know that I'm good at this, but I'm going to give it a go. I think I tend to get it too loud. But I like that sound. See, here I can adjust it to my ear so I can make it be, But I know everything's different in the real world than it is on the mic, so... Yep. Okay, Rita, we have a deal. And I will be honest about how well I do. and we can hold each other accountable. How about that? Right on. I like that. Holy mackerel. Ah. These cards are kind of old, beat up, so they're getting slippery in my hand. All right, let's go over here. Maybe that's the problem. There we go. Oh, I like that. That seems good. I'm liking that. How's that sounding on the over the mic in the room? This sounds really nice. I'm gonna do it really fast. See if how that is. Ooh, that's too loud, isn't it? Sorry about that. There we go. Interesting. All right. Sorry about that one getting so loud. Yikes. Uh-oh, some more ads are coming. I just saw a little notification thing for me. Warning, warning, ads are coming, ads are coming. Make sure you prepare yourself with, I don't know what they're going to do volume-wise. They may be jamming you guys up. Buy this, please buy this. Aye. Okay, so there's an ad inserted. I guess I'll see some of you back in a second. Okay, let's put these back in the box, I think. Oh, good. Okay, so the card thing was reasonably successful today. Good. Good. I might revisit that. How much time have we got? About 20 minutes or so. So if anybody has any large topics that will require some time to talk about, now would be the time to bring it up. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just keep cruising with what we're doing here. So do I feel like playing Sokoban? Yeah, let's go play a little Sokoban. Let me get back over to here. Do this thing there. I'll do this thing there. Let's go play this puzzle here. Let's see. Okay, hang on a second. Do I know how to do? No, I don't know how to do any card magic. Not at all. Yeah. I had a friend when I was in my 20s. Back then I used to be in bands and stuff, and there was a guy who's a bass player that didn't play in a band I was in, but he's a very good bass player. But he also did magics, like sleight of hand magic, like with the balls and cups and cards. So, you know, he was really, really good. And he and I lived together for a while, and he would practice on me to see, like, hey, I'm going to do this new trick, you know, see if I can fool you with it, kind of thing, or can I see, you know, what it is. Man, there was times like he would show me how the trick worked, so I would know exactly how it worked, and he was really good, so it would still work. Like you know those ball and cup tricks, right? The guys put the balls under the, under the cups on the table and that, and then usually at the end there's like some enormous ball under the cup. How do they get that in there? Here's the thing: try to not follow what they're trying to misdirect you with, because they don't even hide it sometimes, man. Some of these guys just like, yeah, they just take the thing out and they're just, it's like, what the hell? But they misdirect you so well. It's like they have all day. It's crazy. I used to watch him do that, and it was like, even knowing he was doing it, and I'd be like, it's like, he would still, dude, how do you trick my eye like that? It's just nuts. Anyway, what am I doing here? How would I contact you to let you know when I'm going to? Oh, okay. You can go to Facebook on the Bill MaxVoxPax thing. You can message me through that. I have a Facebook page there. I think my email is, you can, well, I think it's bill.maxvoxpax@gmail.com, but I think it's on my webpage. And also some people message me through the message thing in Instagram, although I don't really use Instagram much, but because it's part of Meta. So because I have a Facebook page for this YouTube channel, yeah, whatever, all of it kind of ties in together on the back end of Meta, and they're, whether they're trying to be very business-like, which I get, but so is that sufficiently good, or do I need something more specific for you, Ben? Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, there's a few people that are from my subscriber base that occasionally send me kind of messages via the Facebook thing. So yeah, that's fine. Again, I'm fine with you guys approaching me and that kind of thing. It's fine, groovy. I just don't want an avalanche or a landslide. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm ever gonna get so famous that it would be that big of a problem, frankly. And you guys all seem to be cool, so I don't. Okay, cool. Right on, Ben. I mean, I seem to have a really, really good, collection of subscribers and viewers and the like. You know what I mean? I guess I attract a decent class of folk. Because how many of you guys have been in past live streams? There was one, it was a couple of times back. There was like a troll type person came in, and everybody else was like, you know what I mean? It just couldn't get traction. You know what I mean? Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Phoenix, that is absolutely over the top generous, man. I never know how to respond to these things, man. It's just, I mean, it kind of gets me choked up even a little bit, I mean, thank you. That's a meaningful thing to me. I can put money like that to very good use, so thank you very much. That does mean a lot to me. Yikes, thank you. Whew. Okay, I'm going to go back to the other thing here. That's kind of got me in a little bit of emotional state, so I'm going to not worry about playing a game now for a minute. All right. Anyway, well, everybody tell Phoenix that he's a great guy. Holy mackerel. And this thing is saying that Phoenix has given, this is their third one over a live stream. So Zowie, dude, that is super cool. Thank you for your generosity, man. That is over the top groovy. Wow. I mean, yeah, thank you. Okay. Holy mackerel. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, now, now that I'm sufficiently all, kind of all choked up and whatever, okay, I'm going to go back to the brush. I don't know if I have the ability to focus on a game right now, so we'll just go back to the brush for a while. So we'll do a little bit of whisper over here. A little bit of a whisper over here. And then some soft speaking. And then some soft speaking, and then maybe a bit of a whisper. A bit of a whisper. All right, do this over here as well. Brush the mic. Brush the mic. Brush the mic. Brush the mic. I should come up with some sort of a little nursery rhyme for brushing the mic. Oh, that just reminded me. A long time ago, I seem to remember that I came up with my own weird little goofy lullaby. What was that? Man, I cannot even remember. It was like really early in when I was making ASMR. Before I was really kind of an anybody, Well, I don't know. Am I anybody yet? I mean, I got what's my subscriber count up to? I'm like at, oh, I don't know. I don't have my channel up. I think it's like at 26,000 now, which is cool, right? I think last year this time I don't even know if I had 10,000. You know what I mean? So that's quite a big jump in the last year, I think. I might be wrong, but it seems to me that I've like more than doubled my subscriber list in the last year, which is encouraging, yeah? Hey, welcome. More guys come in, yeah, you know, I have to admit that part of the appeal of this isn't just that, you know, ASMR and giving back and, you know, this and that, and of course cultivating a YouTube thing to see if it could be, you know, lucrative in any way. But there's also an ego thing, right? It's good for one's ego and self-esteem to have a bunch of people say, hey, you're good at a thing, you know? I like that. So thank you guys. That's a nice thing. Hershey's is saying, love the streams, Bill. Okay, right on that you're here. I'm glad. But, you know, if you feel like chiming in, chime in. And if you don't, just chill, man. It's all good. All right. Brush, brush, brush the mic. Brush the mic, the mic. Brush the microphone. Brush the mic. Okay. Like this a little bit. We're going to slow down a little bit. You don't need to get that fast about it. There we go. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Okay, where are we at now? Oh, Ryan says, hello. Hello, Ryan. Oh, you're coming in late, man. I have a, just for whatever, I have this, let's see, I need to point that way, don't I? Is that where it is? Yeah, that's where it is. The timer. I'm going to do that. That's mostly for me to keep myself so I don't overdo and screw up my back, but also to reasonably set people's expectation. And again, it's not going to cut off when that goes to 0. That's just like, okay, that's the thing for me to go, okay, it's time for me to wrap it up, okay? So we're about 10 minutes-ish away from that. Oh, you know, I think there was something else I was going to ask you guys about. I thought of this morning. I'm like, oh, I should think about that now, and now I can't. You know, last week I was under the weather. I had some kind of a stomach flu or something. And anyway, so when I was just laying around kind of moaning and feeling sorry for myself because I was sick, I watched a lot of travel YouTube videos. And man, I would love to be able to do some more traveling. It's, you know, do any of you guys ever watch those travel videos? Here's the thing, I like watching those ones where they do where they show the actual facilities, like, you know, what the beds are like, and, you know, whether it's dirty or not, and how much, you know, some guys even get out like measuring tapes and stuff and measure the dimensions of the bed, and I like that kind of stuff. I get really, really fascinated by that. Yeah, I don't know. I like the scenery and stuff too, but for whatever reason, I like when they talk about train rides, especially overnight train rides, overnight ferry rides. There's a couple of guys that do videos in Japan that are all about ferries and trains, and I like those quite a bit. Yeah, wow, there's a whole collection of them. There's a whole collection of them, but it's really easy to get into that travel bug, isn't it? You watch those people travel, and you go, ooh, I want to go there. Plus, I mean, I've been to the UK 3 times now, and I want to go back. I really, 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 really like the UK. And there's a lot of places over in the British Isles I haven't been to, right? I've only been to Edinburgh in Scotland, so I'd love to get up, but like into the Orkney Islands and Shetlands. I'd love to go all over Scotland. I have my great grandmother is Scottish, and her name was Westover, but her mom's name was McAlpin or something like that. So there's like there's some weird relative thing that we're, you know, part of some clan McAlpin or something, and I'm like, what, 1/16th, you know, a Scottish guy or something like that. Actually, a little bit more than that, because my mom's side of the family has Scottish in them too. But on my dad's grandmother, they were, you know, her and her family, they were actively participant in the fact that they're part of a clan or something like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know much about it really. It's all just hearsay stuff from the family. but I'd like to go back and see, like, well, so what part of the world did my ancestors come from? You know, I'd also like to go to the Isle of Man. I'd like to get over to Ireland. Not so much Northern Ireland. I don't know, are any of you from Northern Ireland? I know I have some viewers that are from Ireland. Yeah, I would definitely love to get over to Ireland. It would be interesting to go to Dublin, just because, well, it's a city, right? It's one of those cities. It'd be a good city to visit. But also, I have this fascination, or an interest, I should say, in James Joyce. So, right, and I actually, well, I've read one for the channel. I intend to eventually read the entirety of all of the short stories from Dubliners. Anyway. Yeah. Have you been to the Isle of Man, Parker? I've seen photos and stuff. And I've seen a couple of clips and things, because they do that. That's where the, excuse me. I think it's called the TT, right? There's like a motorcycle thing that happens there. And I think it's a weird thing. I think that's like how the Audi got its name, but it's not a car thing. I think it's a motorcycle. Or am I totally confusing that with something else? I think I'm maybe confusing that with something else. Yeah, sometimes my brain plays tricks on me. Anyway, I would love to get to the Isle of Man, yeah. So there's my fantasies. Like, sometime I'd like it to be as fast as in the next 5 years, but I'd love to get over to the UK again and Ireland. So I guess I'll just say the British Isles. I can actually go spend, like, a couple of weeks or more if I could manage to put together the money. So I'm going to figure out how to do that. But okay, so it is a motorcycle race. I'm not insane. Okay. Thanks, Parker. Okay, slow down, Bill. You don't need to get so rambunctious. Slow down. What's that? Simon and Garfunkel. Slow down, you move too fast. Oh, it's Feeling Groovy, right? And feeling groovy. Are any of you guys Simon and Garfunkel fans? So I don't see how people can't be. You know what I mean? Like, when you hear Art Garfunkel sing Bridge Over Troubled Water, he is transcendent in that man. When his voice is on, it's like angelic or something. It's just incredible. Holy mackerel. And of course, Simon's writing is impeccable, right? So it's just like, wow. Yeah. They did some really, really groovy stuff. That's like my favorite one of theirs, though, the Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah, I better not hum that too much, because I don't think the algorithm would pick it up with me humbling it like that, but I don't want to risk it. I don't know whether they're Kansley type folk or not. There's some music people I watch who end up getting popped by the, and then they complain because they're doing fair use. And I understand that they're doing fair use, but it's like, then stop using people that, that screw you over, right? There's plenty of music people do analyze, right? Just go do somebody that's not going to try to, copyright strike you or whatever. Because there are some bands and musical artists that see it as, hey, that's exposure. Okay, I think I'm getting behind in. Okay, where am I at here? That's one of the few things. Okay, yeah. Simon Garfunkel. Right on. Okay, right on. Circle Herc. My favorite song, it's Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But I like some. I mean, yeah. Scarborough Fair is another one I really quite like. Um, man, I'm drawing a blank on other material, but man, I'm sure if I sat and thought about it, it would come to me, or I could just go look up a song and just go, oh right, yeah, da 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 da. You know, that's one downside to the fact that I don't really listen to discs or anything like that anymore. I mean, I have a bunch of CDs, I just, but I don't have a player anymore, right? Same, I have a few albums in a box somewhere. I'm sure they're not worth anything anymore, but I don't have a turntable, you know what I mean? So mostly lately I mostly just use Spotify because I like they have a couple of features. What is it, like release radar and something like that, where you can get exposed to new material from people. And so I just keep expanding my listening base by that, you know what I mean? And I like the idea of people curating things for me so that I can discover things that I wouldn't have otherwise be exposed to. And I like their algorithm. It seems to feed me things that I actually do like. But the downside to that is like I just realized, like, oh, I don't really listen to Simon and Garfunkel anymore because I don't have a means of just putting on a Simon and Garfunkel record or a CD anymore. Huh. Yikes. I don't know. I'm interesting. I have to consider my consumption of music and how I manage it. Maybe I should change my strategies. Yeah, Scarborough Fair is a really, really beautiful song, isn't it? And I love the layered lyrics and stuff. Just I don't know. Paul Simon he knows what he's doing when it comes to writing a song. Okay, Kate Bush. You know, I do like some Kate Bush. I've never owned any of her records or anything like that, but I had a lot of friends over the years that were huge fans of hers, excuse me. So I've heard a fair amount of her stuff. What's that one, Running Up That Hill or whatever, that just got kind of resurfaced or whatever because it was in part of a movie or a TV show or something like that. But I really like that one from back in the day. That's a really good song. Yeah, that's a really powerful one. What's another one that I really quite like is it's the Wuthering Heights one. She's a great singer. You know what I mean? It's just the intelligence and the kind of coolness of her, creativity as a musical artist is really cool too. But her ability to just straight sing is really, really good. Oh no, Ibrahim, you're getting here, and I'm gonna turn off because the timer just went doink. The ASMR timer one has completed, or a stream timer one is what I named it, right? So this is this is it. The stream is coming to an end. So if there are any last minute things that people need or desire to ask me, now is the time because the stream is ending. So let me see if I can get caught up on the comments that are actually over here. Again, I apologize. Should I say that Ibrahim or should I say that Abraham? I mean, I'm never sure how to pronounce things, especially if they don't come or originate from an Anglo language perspective. And I hate offending people by mispronouncing their names. I know Bill Callahan. The name seems familiar. I can't place anything to it. I'll have to go look it up and see if I actually know who that is. So I'll definitely look into that. Oh, yes, did a cover of. Right, okay, yeah. You didn't think you'd catch me active, meaning, well, whatever. I am here, but it's gonna. Yeah. Well, next month I'm gonna schedule the ones for next month tomorrow. I think they're probably. Let me just look at the calendar. Barring any kind of conflict, next month's stream will be happening the weekend of the 17th and the 18th. But I'll look into that for sure tomorrow. And I'm gonna, I want to plan it out ahead. That way I can just, so I don't have a repeat of this month. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. I just screwed up this month, and that's why I got delayed to this weekend. But yeah. Anyway, so let me see what we got here. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. The Cranberries, yeah. Oh, right. What's that one song of theirs that's and I can think of the melody, but I can't think of her words. It's the one that's about Northern Ireland and whatever. Oh crap, what's the hook for that one? It's going to drive me nuts now that I can't think of the lyric for it. Um, it's that it's in your head, You know that one, Zombie. That's it, Zombie. That's the song. Holy mackerel, it's going to drive me nuts if I couldn't come up with that. Yeah, that's them, right? The Cranberries are the ones that did Zombie. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's a very powerful song, and the video and everything about it. That just talk about the right song for the right thing and the right. It just. To this day, when I see it, I still get a little bit of a gutted kind of, oh man, because of what the subject matter, right? And it's not tied to a specific geography, even though that's what she was singing about, right? And we all know that those descriptions of that kind of brutality transcend specificity, and humans shouldn't be bad to each other. Anyway. Okay, gang. So I'm going to do this. This is what I did last night. I'm going to wave my hand here now. This is because there's a delay here. So I'm going to say, right, so this is it. This is, so this is, when you see this, that means you better hurry up and put a quote in there or something if you want me to answer a question, because otherwise I'm saying goodbye. So you have just a little bit of time before I end the stream. All right, Hershey's, good night to you too. All right, Rita, see you too. Thanks, DB. Right on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to click the stop streaming button now, and I will see you guys next month. And you, of course, can check me out in videos. I'm going to try to get some stuff out this week, so hopefully you'll see that, and yippee-yi-yay.